God, I want to know how to make money online. Everybody's making money with STRs and Airbnbs online. How do I do it? How do I make money? How do I start? I need to know. I got all the answers for you guys. I do. Hello and welcome to the virtuousllc.com. My name is B.Virtue. I am the owner and CEO. Today I'm going to tell you guys 3 ways to acquire an STR property. If you're not familiar with STR stands for short-term rentals. And this can be classified as Airbnbs, VRBOs, Booking.com, or any other short-term rental. You guys have been asking me over and over and over and over again. So I have all the answers for you guys. I'm going to tell you guys how to get started, how to begin, which step I prefer, which step I chose, and all that good stuff. First way to acquire a STR property is to find a realtor. This one seems like the most simplest cutthroat method. Go out there, find a realtor, tell them what you want, tell them what you desire, tell them the area, tell them all that good stuff, and they go out there and they find what you're looking for, and they basically put the offer in for you, and boom. I hate to break it to you guys, but it's not that simple in today's market. Today's market is very saturated. There's limited inventory. So finding a property to start your STR is going to be a little difficult, okay? So people are out there looking for apartments and homes for their own personal use, and then there's the other side of us who are looking to use the properties for our business, right? So unless your realtor is highly connected and has a pocket full of listing, you're going to spend a long time waiting to get an offer accepted because, as I said, there's not much inventory out there. So unless your realtor is connected, you're going to be playing the waiting game with everybody else. In addition to you getting a realtor, realtors charge a fee. So you have to be prepared and know that the realtor is going to charge a fee for their service. These fees can be as much as 1 month's rent. A realtor's fee is going to just depend on that realtor and the property itself. A realtor fee is going to be equivalent to 1 month's rent or half month's rent or 0 months rent. And if the landlord is willing to go half on that, then you're going to meet them halfway with the other half of that month's rent in order to pay the realtor's fee. Sometimes the landlord pays the entire fees to the realtor prior to listing, therefore you don't have to pay any fees. But these are some things that you want to keep in mind if you choose to go ahead and find a realtor to help you locate a property. The second method in acquiring an STR property is to simply take over somebody else's lease. You may know someone who's planning to move or someone who's in a financial situation and they're ready to have somebody buy out their lease. This is definitely an option. This option can also work out to be cheaper because, as you guys know, the rental market right now, it has been increasing drastically. The prices are just ridiculous. So if you're able to find someone who's giving up their unit, they had the unit for a while, chances are you're going to get that unit for a cheaper price. In addition to that, you don't have to really compete with anybody else. If you go ahead and find that unit, the chances are you're going to be the only one that's competing for the unit. As long as all your cookies are in order, you have nothing to really worry about, right? This method is a simpler method to me. The hardest part of this method is to actually locate someone who's ready and willing to give up their apartment. Depending on the situation, it's going to determine how much you put forward. So a lot of times if you're competing with someone else, if you're taking over someone else's lease, you're going to want to put in an incentive to give you a better chance at getting this unit. But the chances are if you're taking over someone else's lease, you're not really competing with anyone else. So I think that this method is one of the preferred method because, as I stated, you don't have to really compete with anyone else. In order for you to find someone who is looking to give up their unit, I would suggest you go on social media. Social media is going to be your best friend when you're looking for people who are looking to find people who can basically buy them out of their lease or to transfer their leases over to. You can go on Facebook, you can join groups online. You're going to find a lot of stuff on there and a lot of people who might be looking to give up their unit. The third option is to go ahead and find that unit yourself. You know, we have different sites online. It's not going to be the easiest, simplest thing. It is going to take you some time, but you eventually will find a unit. It's going to take some time. It's going to take a lot of patience, but you're going to find what you're looking for. So if you're patient enough and you're not in a rush, this is something that you can definitely go ahead and do. You can use sites like Zillow, Facebook Marketplace, Trulia, Realtor.com, any other sites that you know that you're able to obtain properties. you can go on there yourself and you can reach out to landlords or whoever and acquire those properties by yourself. Also, you want to pay attention to FSBOs. You could be driving around neighborhoods and you see signs for rent, for sale. You can go ahead and inquire for yourself and, you know, find those properties. You know, like I said, it's going to take you a little bit longer, but it's going to cost you less, and it is a method where you can count on yourself. The options that I chose to start my STR business is, of course, option 2, the one that I'm recommending to you guys. Both units that I acquired in this way. There's also been a lot of talk on whether or not people should acquire the units through their personal credit or through their business credit, if you should do a personal lease or corporate lease. I believe that it's just simple to start off with a personal lease. A corporate lease is something that I feel as though you want to do your research, and it's going to require a little bit more than your personal credit. And a lot of people are just establishing their businesses. Companies are not going to want to sign over a corporate lease to somebody who has a business that has not been established for at least 3 years. In addition to that, your business is going to need some credit. If your business does not have credit, the chances of a property giving you an apartment, a corporate lease apartment, is very slim. So it is okay for you to go ahead and take out an apartment with your personal information and with your personal credit. It's absolutely fine, because either way, at the end of the year, you can still claim whatever you're making from your business on your business. You do not have to actually acquire that a unit under your business for you to go ahead and claim it end of the year for your taxes. You can still claim it. So I know there's a big talk about corporate leasing and personal leasing. Listen, don't get carried away. Don't give yourself a headache. Don't overcomplicate things. It is so simple if your personal credit and everything is in order for you to just go ahead and take out that unit. And in addition to that, you don't have to answer as many questions. You know, when you go to take out a corporate lease, they want to know all these questions about your business. How long has your business been operating? How much income has your business brought in? What is your loss? All that stuff can become very complicated. So the easiest and the simplest thing to do, especially getting started, just go ahead and take out that unit underneath your personal credit. It's simple, especially if all your cookies are in order. Don't overcomplicate things. It is much easier and simpler to find properties and units that will accept you and not your business. A lot of places you're going to call them and ask them whether or not they take corporate leases, and a lot of places are going to tell you no. But the vast majority of places take your personal information and your personal credit. We all know that because people are out there looking for apartments for their own personal use, you know, not just for business. So the personal way is the best way. You're going to lose out on units if you sit and just have that thought in your mind like, oh, it has to be corporate, it has to be corporate. It does not have to be corporate. If you're going the corporate option, I'm telling you guys that you guys are missing out. You're missing out, and you're going to lose out on units if you keep that in your mind. So, like I said, do your own research. It's many options out there. Feel free to send me any questions or concerns that you guys may have.